These footballers have a secret problem that their managers are desperately trying to hide. Their physical talent is world-class, but one critical flaw is sabotaging their entire career. The reason number one struggles so badly will shock you. You have to stick around until the end to discover the full truth about their shocking lack of football intelligence. Darwin Gabriel Nunez Ribeiro steps onto the pitch like a storm that cannot decide whether to destroy or to drench the earth in fleeting beauty. There is something terrifying about the way he sprints past defenders, his limbs moving with the reckless abandon of a thoroughbred horse let loose on concrete, his eyes burning with the instinct to chase, to fight, to score. Yet, in the very moment when the world leans forward, waiting for brilliance to unfold, his brain betrays his body. A perfect through ball laid into his stride, a goalkeeper exposed, a chance that would be routine for Karim Benzema or Harry Kane, suddenly transforms into chaos. He lashes at the ball as though it were a wild animal, sending it flying into the stands, into the skies, anywhere but the back of the net. Darwin Nunez does not anticipate. He reacts. He is not proactive. He is perpetually one step late. His footballing brain lags behind his physique, and that split-second delay is the distance between greatness and frustration. Watching him is like watching two players exist inside one body. The predator who terrifies defenders and the novice who terrifies his own supporters. His teammates, from Mohamed Salah to Luis Diaz, know the drill. Make the run, offer the pass, hope the chaos resolves into fortune. But more often than not, the chaos wins. This is not laziness. For Nunez is tireless. His legs do not stop pumping. His energy never fades. His heart is willing. But football at the highest level is not about effort alone. It is about cognitive speed, awareness, intelligence. Give Nunez even a fraction of Benzema's icy calm or De Bruyne's chessboard vision, and he would be unplayable. Yet the cruel truth remains. His brain does not compute as fast as his body, and so he remains a striker who can terrify but cannot be trusted. Liverpool dreamed of building around him, of sculpting him into their next talisman, but you cannot build dynasties on randomness. He is lightning in a bottle, dazzling when it strikes, but impossible to predict or control. The tragedy is that every fan knows, deep down, there's a monster hiding inside him, one that might never fully be unleashed. And when Nunez stumbles, the memory drifts back to another figure from football's tapestry, Ricardo Quaresma, the eternal prince of wasted magic. Quaresma was a craftsman of flair, an artist who painted every touch as though it were meant for a highlight reel rather than a scoreboard. Both feet obeyed him, speed carried him, dribbles bent reality, and the traveler, his signature outside foot strike, was not just a technique but religion in another universe. Quaresma could have been Cristiano Ronaldo's equal, perhaps even a superior, for their journeys began side by side. The year Ronaldo signed for Manchester United, Quaresma walked through the gates of Barcelona as a wonder kid ready to conquer the world. One chose adaptation. The other chose aesthetics. Ronaldo was mocked for his stepovers at first, but he evolved, shaved away the excess, and sharpened his game into ruthless efficiency. Quaresma, on the other hand, doubled down. Every simple pass was replaced with flamboyance. Every decision delayed by the urge to embellish. Every instruction from a coach ignored in favor of personal artistry. He played as though the scoreboard was irrelevant, as though victory was measured in nutmegs and stepovers rather than goals and points. Even Mourinho, his Portuguese mentor, could not endure his indiscipline. One by one, the great clubs spat him out, Barcelona, Inter, Chelsea, because structure was suffocation to him. Only at Porto and Besiktas did he find temporary refuge, where the expectations were lower and the spotlight dimmer. Yet even there, he could never shed the truth. He was addicted to the mixtape, incapable of compromise. In flashes, he gave us beauty that will be remembered forever, an outrageous outside foot cross, a dazzling run that defied geometry. But they were moments scattered among oceans of waste, where Ronaldo cut out the unnecessary and transformed himself into a machine of goals. Quaresma never surrendered his ego to the team. Talent without discipline is tragedy, and Quaresma became the emblem of that truth. He was Neymar before Neymar, but unlike Neymar, he never learned to balance art with purpose. Watching him was intoxicating, but the hangover was always bitter. Then comes Ronald Federico Araujo da Silva, a man carved from granite. A defender whose body seems designed for war, whose tackles echo with the desperation of survival. He leaps like a kangaroo, sprints like an Olympic sprinter, collides with forwards as if he were born in the octagon rather than the football field. In duels, in chaos, in the raw struggle of man against man, he is magnificent. But football in the 21st century is not just war. It is geometry, anticipation, orchestration. Araujo shines in the storm but falters in the calm. Press him in a high-line system and watch him panic. Watch him hoof the ball into the air as though distance equals safety. Watch him react a second too late to runners slicing him behind. Luis Enrique once told his Paris Saint-Germain players that the key to victory was simple. Mark Araujo. Exploit his lack of composure on the ball. Press him when he attempts to build play, and he will crumble. And crumble he did, because Araujo is a warrior trapped in the wrong age. In another time, in 1990s Italy, he would have been worshipped, standing shoulder to shoulder with Giorgio Chiellini or Paolo Montero, defenders whose only duty was to fight, to scrap, to win duels. But Barcelona is no place for warriors without brains. This is a club of geometry and intellect, a system of building from the back, of anticipating rather than merely reacting. Araujo fits none of it. He is intensity without intelligence, instinct without anticipation. When the game descends into chaos, he is heroic. When it demands calm orchestration, he is exposed. Barcelona fans once hailed him as the next great center back, their savior against the world. But reality has revealed the cracks. He is not Sergio Ramos, who mixed ferocity with uncanny game reading. Nor is he Gerard Pique, whose anticipation was his greatest weapon. Araujo's raw willpower, admirable but insufficient. To thrive at the very top, you cannot be only a dog. You must be a dog with brain. And Barcelona, a cathedral of intelligence, has no room for guardians of instinct alone. His story is a reminder that modern football has evolved beyond brute force. Without scanning, without anticipation, the strongest body still bends under the weight of tactical systems. And then there's Alejandro Garnacho, the boy who looks like a baller sculpted by Instagram filters, tattoos, hair slicked, boots shining, strut perfected. At a glance, he appears the heir to Cristiano Ronaldo, a player born for the spotlight, ready to terrify fullbacks and electrify fans. But when the ball reaches his feet, the illusion shatters. Head down, vision gone. He charges forward like a sprinter running blindfolded, attempting to dribble past the same defender 5 times in a row, as if football were a video game without consequences. Decision-making is alien to him. Scanning is absent. Teamwork is secondary. His defensive awareness is non-existent. When he loses the ball, his reaction resembles sulking rather than responsibility. For Manchester United, a club already drowning in chaos, Garnacho's immaturity is gasoline on the fire. Compare him to Bukayo Saka, the same age but galaxies apart in composure, vision, maturity. When Saka received the ball, he already knows what comes next. Garnacho looks like a child improvising in the dark. Compare him to Ronaldo's early years. Yes, Ronaldo was flashy, excessive, mocked for his stepovers. But Ronaldo adapted, shed the excess, became a predator. Garnacho still believes that style alone will crown him king, but style without substance is emptiness. He has stagnated, repeating the same tricks season after season, as though football evolution has skipped him. Like an NBA player who relies solely on athleticism without ever learning the fundamentals, he is Jalen Green with boots. Flash, arrogance, no growth. He is fast and furious without the plot, endless sequels without substance. For any Premier League club that dares take him, prepare for frustration, because Garnacho is a promise that never learns, a talent that refuses to mature. If he walked into Arsenal, fans would beg to loan him out within weeks. The tragedy is that he believes he is already the man, while in truth, he remains a boy refusing to evolve. What binds Nunez, Quaresma, Araujo, and Garnacho is not a lack of talent, but failure of intelligence. Nunez has the engine of a Ferrari, but the dashboard of a broken clock. Quaresma had the artistry of a Michelangelo, but painted for his own vanity rather than the cathedral. Araujo is a gladiator born in an era of architects, swinging his sword in a world ruled by compasses. Garnacho is the Instagram highlight reel, without the tactical awareness to last. Each of them reminds us that football at the highest level is a game of the mind as much as the body. Kevin De Bruyne is not the fastest, not the flashiest, but his brain sees 5 moves ahead, and that is why he is immortal. Cristiano Ronaldo cut away ego to embrace evolution, and that is why his name is etched in eternity. Karim Benzema redefined himself with patience and vision, and that is why he rose from shadow to Ballon d'Or. These legends show what intelligence can do. The others show what its absence destroys. And so the documentary closes with a haunting truth. Brilliance without brain is chaos. Flair without discipline is waste. Strength without anticipation is liability. Arrogance without maturity is downfall. Football remembers those who thought as well as those who fought. And for Nunez, Quaresma, Araujo, and Garnacho, their names may echo not as legends of triumph, but as warnings of what happens when the body runs faster than the mind. Which of these players do you think wasted their gifts the most? Who among them still has a chance to turn things around? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let your voice be part of the debate. And if you want more brutally honest football stories, make sure you subscribe so you never miss the next upload.